I've been asked to do a quick review on the new Indasa masking tapes. I'm not an expert on masking tapes, I use them quite a bit, but like I say, all I'm going to do is give you my review of how I found these masking tapes. Not used them on a job, just used them around the workshop. So that's all I can really tell you. First thing to mention about the masking tapes is they're made from Washi rice. I think that's how you say it. Washi rice. So it sounds like something you'd order from a Chinese restaurant, but apparently it's on the masking tape. And it does make a massive difference compared to the general purpose stuff. It's a lot thinner and it's more malleable. Good word that. It means that you can get it to sort of, it bends and shapes a little bit easier than the normal masking tape, which is thicker. And I think it's made from crepe paper. Don't know. Like I say, not a masking tape expert, but I think that's what it's made of. So this is a Low-Tack purple. That's generally sort of industry standard colour for Low-Tack, unless you're Taser, which you use pink. And this is the precision. That's easy for me to say. This is the precision tape, which I've just used out in our little room set, and I'm going to show you what I've done with that. I've used this to sort of go around. Actually, let me stop telling you. Let me go and show you. So as you can see, this is the general purpose, which it just doesn't. See, I know you don't use general purpose on walls and stuff, I appreciate that, but just using it on the wall, just so I've got somewhere to show you. It's sort of, it does a job, but it's not very good, to be honest. But you know, if you're stuck, it would do a job for you. However, compare it to the Indasa precision tape, it seems to lay a lot smoother. Right. There you go, look, if you rub your finger around the edge of there, it stays on there lovely. It seems to adhere quite nicely. Whereas you compare it to this, like already this is. Now I am going to give it a coat of paint just so we can see, compare the two and see how they fare once we paint them. So that's the next stage. Let's give it a quick coat of paint. Just gone and got a brush full of French grey. Not that the colour really matters, but anyway, so let's give this quick coat around there like that. So that's on the, God, look at them brush marks, lovely. We'll give this a quick coat of Dulux French grey. Not that really makes any difference. Sorry about the brush marks, but anyway. And then we'll do the same over the Indasa precision tape and see the results. Okay, let's give this a peel off. Don't know, do you? Let's give the Indasa a peel off and see what we're up against. To be honest, I see a lot of difference. However, I think the difference is going to be when it dries and you can rub your hand over it, because I've got a feeling this is going to be a lot thinner, like I say, once we get rid of the brush marks. But we'll leave that to dry. Now I know what you're going to say. You're not comparing the same sort of masking tape with each other. Which is right, but you know what it's like, sometimes you're on a job and you have to use what you've got. I haven't got any other manufacturer's Washi rice masking tape, so all I can use is what I've got. If there's anybody else's masking tape that's made from this Washi rice paper, let me know, I'll give it a go. But until then, I'm just going to compare it with the normal, this is Q1 masking tape. That's all I can do. I can only work with what I've got. However, that's the precision stuff. Let's have a look at the Low-Tack. Now, when you're talking about Low-Tack, the only time I've really used it is on wallpaper, when you've got a feature wall and the customer doesn't want the feature wall to be touched. So we just put plastic over it and tape it round. When it comes to masking up feature walls, I've had a few nightmares in the past, it's not exactly gone quite right. One of the biggest problems was when I left a lad to mask up some skirtings in a room that had a feature wall, and he thought it'd be helpful and use frog tape to mask the wallpaper. I don't want to talk about it, you can imagine what happened. But generally that's the only time we use delicate low-tack masking tape is on wallpaper, when they don't want the wallpaper decorated, stripped or anything, they just want it left. So let's see how this low-tack fares on a bit of wallpaper. That's our next little experiment. Next test then is just to test the low tackiness of the, if that's such a word, low tackiness. I haven't hung any paper, so we've just got this on the bench. I'm just going to put the low tack on the face of the wallpaper. Now, I don't know whether to leave it 10 minutes or just put it on and peel it off. What would you do? If you're working, you wouldn't put it on and peel it off, would you? So let's leave it half an hour to an hour. I'll come back and we'll see how it comes off the paper. I think that's a fair test, an hour. Yeah, that should be enough, shouldn't it? Well, it's been about an hour, and as you can see, I've got brave and added a few more strips. So let's see what the results are. Now, I got told when you were peeling wallpaper, when you were peeling masking tape, was to go at 90 degrees. Now, as you can see, there's quite a bit of tension there. You know, it's not falling off. So let's try these other two bits. Yeah, that is very impressive. Right, come on, 30 piece, don't let us down. You've been doing very well up until now. You go the other end because my hand seems to be getting in the way there. Let's go this way. That is very impressive. That's stuck really well too. That is very, very good. To be fair, I'm more impressed with this low tack than I am with the precision. But that's not to say that the precision tape is rubbish, because it's good, but it just means that this low tack stuff is even better. Now I've used the masking tape on a few little projects, we can go through what I think. What I want to do is share my experience, go through the specifications, tell you who I think this is best suited for, and also speak about any recommendations. I'm pretty much impressed by both these tapes, to be honest. They do work to a real high standard. I like the precision masking tape because it's thinner than other ones I've used, so that if you're putting a border in a room, you know, you get that sort of edge, don't you, sometimes? I don't think you're going to get much of an edge with this precision masking tape, for sure. And this delicate low tack is probably one of the best ones on the market. So moving on to the specification, they both come in 25, 38 and 50mm widths. The precision can stay on a surface indoors for 60 days and outdoors for 90. The low tack can only be used indoors, but it can be left on a surface for 21 days. So, yeah, all in all, good lengths of time for both products, in my opinion. Who do I think it's for? It's definitely aimed at the professional painter and decorator. I don't think the DIYs will get involved in it too much. I think they're quite happy with their frog tape, and they found that, and they're quite happy sat in there, just them and their frog doing the taping. Good luck to them. However, for us professionals, this tape and tapes of this standard are probably where we'd be going. What would I recommend out of the two? This has definitely got a place, and it could be used, you know, quite easily on a daily basis for precision masking. However, this has now become my go-to delicate masking tape. Low tack, it's just like blowing the others out of the water. Like I said, I did use a Ceric mask before, but this is definitely my go-to tape, and it'll be finding a place in my van. Let me know what your go-to masking tapes are in the comments below. It'll be interesting to find out what tapes you use and what sort of results you've managed to get with the tapes you use. This masking tape has definitely found a place in my van, as I mentioned. But also, watch this video for something else that you need in your van to help you up your decorating game.